Where have all the kids gone? Where the babies at? I'm just a father, and I've been bringing my children to all the parks throughout Houston all over the summer. I want them to have some fun, right? The NFL, they had Play 60. Take your children outside every day for at least 60 minutes a day. So now we get to the park, and all the parks that we go to, the common theme throughout all the parks in Houston are there are no children. And now I've been preparing for this moment all my life. Yes, I have. Let me tell you a little story about how I had my children. I was a teenager. And I had girlfriends when I was in high school. I had a girlfriend that was in college. And now when she was at college, she was at a place called East Texas Baptist University, a good Christian girl. And now I fell in love with all these girls, and I had made a commitment to my Lord Jesus Christ that I was going to be a virgin until I got married. Yes, but every girlfriend that I had, they was doing the wild thing before they ever got married. And so I'm breaking up with girls. So I'm thinking that the whole point of doing the nasty is to have a baby. And I got tired of all the girls that I knew. They was all giving it up, just giving it up to whomever their current boyfriend was. And you go through 9th grade to 12th grade. If you got 4 to 10 boyfriends before you leave high school, that's 10 people. So when I was a teenager, I knew from my interactions with young ladies, I'm not coming off the bench. I'm a starter, baby. I gotta be 1 through 5. Preferably, I'm number 1 LeBron James of your love life. Now, I met a young woman, and we talked about church, and I really liked her opinions on the world, but I also knew that she was beautiful. It was going to be a challenge for her to keep that wild monkey inside them pants, because every handsome man, they come and shoot their shot at the pretty girl. They do. And so before she ever went and gave that sweet, sweet Gina to some man that I probably disliked because he's competing for the same woman I'm competing for, I asked her. I said, I know we're just teenagers, and I know you got ambitions for your life. She wanted to go to college and the military. She wanted to do all these things. And I knew from an early age, if you go to college and if you go to the military, the bodies are going to go from 10 to 20. It's going to be a lot of bodies, because you meet a lot of men who are interested in your thoughts. Hell no, they ain't interested in your thoughts. They're interested in them goddamn hoo-ha. I mean, that's not the hoo-ha. Them is the sweet memory glands. They want to know what's in between your legs. And so I told this beautiful woman, I said, listen, before you go and have your career and go to the military and go to college, just give me a baby. Just give me a baby while you young, and the baby's going to be healthy and beautiful. We make pretty babies. I'm a breeder. I was a teenager, and I knew I was a breeder. I knew what God put me on earth to do, to make babies. She looked at me and she smiled. She said, man, you crazy. You want me to have your baby? But it was intriguing because, most men, most girls at the time, this is 20 years ago, everybody is smashed and ain't nobody having no baby. I was like, dear God, how in the world are they engaging? You know how they was engaging in all this fornication? They was going to Planned Parenthood. Girls was taking trips to Planned Parenthood. They wanted to go get some rubbers, and one of them went too far, and so she had to go, send that sweet baby to go see Jesus. And I'm like, yo, man, this cannot be our reality. So I wanted to have children as early as possible, because I know that our future requires children. I know that I was designed to be a dad. You know what that girl did? That young woman agreed. She agreed. Now, we got married and we had 3 beautiful babies. We're no longer married, but the power of that connection still exists. And so over the summer, I can bring my kids to this wonderful playground. So they go down the slide the same way they came out of their mama's birth canal, just woo! And so now when I come to this playground now and I ask the most important question that every human person on the planet can ask right now is, where are the children? And why aren't we having any children? If we could get to that place, that question. You say, man, what's the solution, right? There are a lot of women who say, man, if you give me a paid maternity leave, if the government will pay for the baby, then I'll have a baby. And I'm like, man, why in the hell would the government pay you to have a baby? That's nuts. Now, if you want to be the most powerful revolutionary in the history of the world, you woman, if you want to be a revolutionary, I'll tell you what you do. You just get pregnant like right now. You just go meet a guy that likes you, because even if you're a 350-pound woman, if you offer that sweet Gina to a man, he's going to say, yes, please. I would love some of your cookies. Eat them up. I'm going to eat them up, beat them up. We need the solution to save America right now. The solution to where are all the kids. The solution to our future is we need 50 million babies instantaneously. We need 50 million women to get pregnant right now. In the next 9 months, in 2025, while we still here, we ain't got 9 months, so it's going to be 2026. In 2026, we need 50 million babies. Now, start asking me questions. What's the thought experiment? Man, we're just gonna fill up these parks. We done built a social safety net so the kids could go outside and play and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy other children. But we got parks and we ain't got no children for the kids to come play in the park. Man, how the hell you got a park and no kids? We got elementary schools and no kids. We got nurseries and no kids. We got women in America with wombs and no kids. And I'm like, let's fill those wombs up. Huh? Let's do the nasty and let's fill up those wombs with precious babies. So we ain't gotta look crazy and I ain't gotta ask the question no more. Or where the kids at? Damn. Oh shit. Oh god damn. Oh shit.